Hello everyone, this is Kiki and welcome to my art journey. Today I am drawing a mer creature. Just, the obligatory mer creature for merMay. I say mer creature because I specifically tried to make it look a little bit more androgynous, so it could be male, it could be female, it could be whatever, you don't know. It's a creature of the deep blue sea, and who knows what's down there. I say so many deeps because I asked my friends what fish should I base my mermaid on, because more often than not recently, if I'm drawing a mermaid, I like to actually base it on a real fish. Or mer dude, mer person. And they were like, angler! And I'm like, it's all mouth. It's literally, it's all mouth. There is a mouth, there is the little lure, and there's a tail. That's literally all they are. So I'm like, okay, we're not gonna do an angler, but I'll take the idea of the glowy predator and make it bioluminescent, a type of mer, and sort of give it that try to give it a sort of dangerous lure, dangerous allure. Sorry. So that's why the hand is, reaching out like, it's okay, I'll help you. To your death. But I'm actually, once I actually got the hand, I was actually really, really happy with it. I know a lot of people have a lot of trouble with hands, but hands was actually one of the first things that I taught myself to draw. When I first got into digital art, my mom would sit in the chair next to me, and we would, watch our TV shows, and she would just hold her one hand up in different positions, and I would just draw it. And she'd just sit there and munch on her snacks with the other hand, and but yeah, I taught myself real early, how to be more comfortable with hands. There are times that I still have issues with them and stuff like that, so I do, try to take pictures of my own hand or find a reference on Google or something. But for the most part, I actually really don't have too much trouble with hands. I actually kind of like drawing hands, and I'm sort of kind of starting to get the hang of feet. There aren't any feet in this though, so that's kind of irrelevant. But yes, initially I had thought of doing sort of like a sort of cloak-ish looking thing that was translucent, that would just sort of like wrap around almost like the top of a jellyfish. But with how I was planning on doing everything, I didn't know how well it would mesh with it, or if it would just look like this giant blob of stiff. So I sort of changed it to be like a little bit more of like a small cape that's just more bioluminescent-y, glowy nonsense. And as I did the rough sketch, and then like the super rough sketch, and then the little bit more refined rough sketch, I sort of figured out more how I wanted all of the bits to look together and how I wanted to do the fins and such. I had no idea what colors I was doing, other than I knew I wanted some of the glowy bits to be blue and some of the glowy bits to be green. I had shown the rough sketch or the line work, I don't remember which one, to my friends who had said the angler in the beginning, and I was like, I'm stuck on colors, help. And they're like, deep purple, and I was like, I can make that work. So deep purple is the base, which works well with the blue. It actually works pretty well with the green as well. And I also added in some yellow glow bits as well, just sort of like as an in-between the green and blue. I tried to make it look kind of like the colors would sort of flow. I'm not sure if I managed to get that to come off or not, but that was the attempt. Like, you never have, like, it's the pattern is, you know, blue, green, yellow, blue, green, yellow, blue, green, yellow, so it's always, you know, kind of flowing into it. I probably should have, like, put, like, another green in there now that I'm thinking, like, blue, yellow, blue, green, yellow, green, blue. I probably should have done that. Oh well. Too late now. But yeah, I'm also really happy with the face and the, like, I sort of give an indication of where a nose would be, but it's just kind of like a little bump. It's not an actual nose. I'm actually really happy with the face. But yeah, I really love, like, even just the sketch on its own I really like, but I really love the way that the line work came out, and then the coloring and it's just the glowy, and I love that. I love glowy things. So, but yes. Unfortunately, I had to stop just after I had started coloring. I had to stop for the night because it was late, and when I went to it the next day, my computer decided to bug out, and I finally got it working, you know, and went back to doing it and recording it. Well, apparently my computer bugging out reset all of my recording settings without me knowing it, so one of the recordings I did that day just wasn't even what should have, it was my background. It wasn't any window that I had open, it wasn't Art Rage, it was just my background. I'm like, that's wonderful. And then the second recording, which was about 2.5 hours long of me finishing coloring everything in, just corrupted. I had audio, but I had no visual. It's like, crap. So luckily I said to my brother, because he had come in while I was attempting to fix it, but luckily one of the things that I really love about Art Rage is it doesn't have a backtrack limit. Like, I have used Photoshop, and I don't know if this has changed since the last time I used Photoshop, but Photoshop has a backtrack limit. You can only undo so many times. At least when I used it, you can only go back like 10 times or something like that. And if you need to go back 11 times, you're kind of screwed. But with Art Rage, as long as you haven't closed out the window, you can backtrack to the very beginning where there's nothing on the canvas. As long as you, and then you can go right back forward to where you were, as long as you don't click off onto the canvas anyway, which I've accidentally done as well. But yeah, so you'll see in a little bit the part where I end up doing I've backtracked and then just am hitting the forward button, as the picture itself will stay still and fully centered, and the bits will just kind of fill in, as my brother commented, as a paint by number sort of a thing. But yeah, so I am glad I at least do that. Like, part of me is like, you don't really have to do it, but I still like to show that part, because while it doesn't show all of the changes that I made and the mess ups and such like that, it still shows some of the progress and the fact that it didn't just, you know, happen. Like, some people think art just sort of magically appears. I'm not sure where they got that idea from, but yeah, so that was the thing. But yeah, overall, I'm really, 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 really happy with this one. And I like drawing mirrors, and I should draw mirrors more often. But I don't know. Maybe I'll draw more mirrors more often. There we go. Yeah. See you at the end. So once I figure out how dark versus how glowy I want it to be, it will be all done. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and if you did enjoy it, please hit the like button, check out some of my other videos. If you enjoy those as well, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell so that you'll get notified when I upload, so that you can join me on my arty journey. So, until the next time, bye.